Hey guys, what's going on, man? We're back with another one. Today we're going to talk about this packaging of the crankcase. In this video, I'm just going to give you guys a brief description as to what it took for me to put the crankcase in the box. Here in the video, what you're seeing now is me kind of getting an idea as to what is going to happen and how I'm going to get this actual crankcase into the box. Some of my concerns with getting the crankcase into the box was whether if the people would drop the crankcase, or better yet, the oil reservoir would basically crack off from the actual crankcase. I've seen that in several other videos, and my concern was to get it to the point where it would have some wiggle room, but not necessarily to the point that it would break something, or better yet, or damage anything. So that's what I'm kind of trying to get in my head now as to how to set this up and how to go about things. But with that said, I just wanted to shoot out this video, give you guys something that you can necessarily watch, or better yet, if you had any questions as to how you would get a crankcase sent out to someone, this is how I went about it, and maybe hopefully you'll see something within this video that will help you with your process. However, if you have any questions, any concerns, just shoot me a comment, and I'll do my best to answer those. And also, if they send the crankcase back in this package that I sent it in, then I'll kind of take it apart and go from there and show you guys how I put it all together, and we'll go from there. So until next time, just enjoy the video that I have, and we will see each other soon.
All right, folks, we got another for you, and this is the last one I believe I'm shipping off, and this is the crankcase. I was watching a YouTube video, which I'll link in the description. It was an eBay guy, and he was wrapping up automotive stuff. And this is just as delicate as anything I could think of, because I'm imagining at the end of the day, the worst thing that could possibly happen is obviously they drop it, or whatever the case may be. However, I think it is that the oil reservoir where you screw it in and it goes there, because it is the most vulnerable. So I put a lot of foam on that side. I am not going to put peanuts inside this, because you got the cavities all over the place. I know they're gonna crack it open and this, that, and the other, but it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, hey man, everything's, you're taking a chance. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and that's what I believe I did. But I'm gonna show you what I did. This is the base. I made two of these of the base. What I think I should have done, which I didn't, and I'm not gonna change it, is I should have made this side just as thick as I think it's not a 2x4. It's maybe a 1.5 or something like that, and 2x1.5 or something. So that's what I did on that side, and I made this a little shorter. Why, I don't know, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't bite me in my butt. I made both of these the same size, and I have roughly maybe, I probably got a 1/2 inch on that side, and maybe a 1/2 inch on the other side as well too. So we'll see how that goes. I put a cushion back here on the back, and I put a cushion in the front. So on the front, I probably got I'll say maybe 3 inches of cushion on this end. And then since the backing plate, where the transmission housed to the back of the crankcase, it's pretty flat. So I figure I could put this in here. And like I said, man, if it's wiggled around, I'm assuming, yeah, it's gonna be tight, because once I draw the top, it should pull tight. Also, I've got the foam things, which I'll link here, or show you what it is. And what I'm gonna do with it, I bought 4 of them. These come in, they come in quantities of 2, and it cost me roughly, what, $36 for both of these things, $18 a piece. So I cut it down the middle, and that's how I got this, the back piece and the piece on this end. And then I just used the full one up front where that oil pump is, because I don't want to compromise that. I've seen some of these where that thing just snapped off, and I'm hoping that that's not the case. I put a little bit of foam with an indentation, so it'll take the end of that, what side is that anyways? I'm trying to think. That's the primary side. This is the primary side. The other side is the cam chest. So I'm hoping that this primary side has enough cushion. I have at least about 1 inch of cushion that it can kind of go back and forth. That piece that goes back and forth from the crank, from the, not the crank, but the camshaft to the primary, it goes back and forth. It fluctuates left and right, or up and down, however you see it orientated on your computer, but it is what it is. So I got it in here pretty tight, and I'm thinking it's gonna ship just like that. I'm leaving the rags and everything in it, so obviously when it rumbles around, it won't be hitting up against the inside of the cylinder case. So we'll do what we got to do. So getting that all together, we're hoping that you know, things go the way that they should, and it should ship in the manner in which I'm thinking it's going to. To end it, what I was gonna do, I'm gonna put this piece of foam inside this case like such. And when I put it in, I'm gonna pretty much press it down on the top of these, on the top of the guides, which I've watched videos and they said that you shouldn't do that, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. So I put it in just like that, and then to give it a little cushion. And then obviously I'm gonna screw around the top of it, and we'll go from there. But I'm probably press it down just a little bit, just enough to get those guide screws into that foam, and then go about securing it around the top. Because like I said, I feel like I got foam in the bottom. It's sitting inside a area that I carved out for the actual case to sit into. And like I said, if I press down on this foam on the top, I imagine that that's gonna lock it in, and then we'll go from there. I'm still trying to determine if I want to put like little feet on the bottom, just so when it gets where it's going, it doesn't necessarily have to just sit on the ground, and then they could just continue to stack stuff on it. But I'm hoping that they don't stack things on it, because at the end of the day, oh my gosh, that I just don't want my crank all messed up before it get there and it returns back to me. So with that said, this is what I got for you guys, and I just wanted to help those people out there looking for something to kind of encapsulize their crank to send it wherever they wanted to send it. So I haven't determined where I'm going to send this yet, but at the end of the day, this is how I pretty much boxed up mine to ship out, and hopefully it returns in the same manner in which I sent it out. So with that said, guys, next time I'll see you.